Today is not an easy day. By far. My name is Curly, and I'm an alcoholic. I guess it's best for me to start at the beginning. I was a super sweet kid growing up. I loved people, most times. But somewhere along the line, I knew that I was different and constantly worried about being judged and losing people's love. I started to go inward and realized that I was a young gay kid before I even knew what the word gay meant. And I was terribly, terribly insecure. I was alone. I always felt alone. And like a lot of young queer people, I sometimes thought that there were other ways out. And then I discovered alcohol. And look, y'all, I partied. But that was cute for like 4 years, maybe. Once I went sober, my life just really changed. A lot of things just got better. My fitness, my health, money-wise, career-wise, focus, like things just started to happen in ways that I never imagined that they could. And even though it's been really, really, really good, it's also been very tough. There have been like a lot of spikes in alcohol sales, and there's been like a lot of spikes in mental health things, and just people are kind of just going through it during quarantine. So I basically just wanted to share with you guys what are some of the things that I've been doing to keep my mind off of relapsing, even though I do think about it, even though it's a real thing that a lot of people that deal with addiction have to think about. So I basically wanted to invite you guys to join me on what I'm going through, what I've been through, and what's been happening with me in quarantine. I'm not a professional. I'm going through it just like so many of us are. And I'm hoping that this somehow can help somebody out there not feel alone. So far it is now week 2. I should not be touching my face. I have to get really creative with what I'm doing with my time, but it's interesting because that's something that I've already had to do as like a sober person. So come Friday nights, come Saturday night, come anytime that most people are engaging in like really fun activity, I have to get really creative with like what I'm doing. I hang around with Frank a lot, and I also dance some. And I also like to make up outfits and take a lot of mirror selfies. I do a lot of things, but the thing that really has helped me is doing a lot of window shopping, and actually creating different ideas and inspiration on Pinterest of like, what do I want my living room to look like my clothing to look like what can I do to kind of think about the future, stay really positive, and just kind of stay busy. So one of the things that I have to do to stay busy and kind of just for both my mental health and for Frank's mental health is we go on several walks. I can't sit and think about how I might be bored or how everybody might be drinking right now, but I'm chilling, so I do little things like, walk. Today I'm having one of those weird days. I don't want to do anything because there's like no separation. I feel like I've been cooped up. The days are all like one blur. And I'm like, damn, you know what would make this really good? But I gotta keep going. I just got back from walking and I saw that I had a package, and when I opened it, it was a bottle of tequila. Of course. I'm like, where was everybody when I was actually drinking? Why was I not getting free booze then? Now it's like, you want a whole ass bottle of tequila? So I decided to put it here underneath this plant so that I can think of watering her and watering my spirit before I dive into that. But I know she's there. So I actually decided that I would give my bottle to my neighbors, and they loved it. They're like, oh yeah, we are planning on having margaritas, so that's perfect. I got it out of the house, but I kept the box. So I've been having really panicky moments, and it's really scary. It's like those weird, I haven't had these moments in like such a long time where I'm just like, what is the f***ing point? I'm just really mad. I'm mad at everything. I'm mad, I'm so mad, I'm just mad. And I just think that having a drink could just make this all better. But I can't. I have to just sit here, and I can call people and I can go to my meetings, but this is the struggle, this is the hard part. I don't know why. I just want to have a drink. I don't know. But it's very real. It's not perfect. It's not something that you get a badge and you win and that's it. And it never ends and it never goes away. And I don't know if it'll ever go away. But I think that I can be strong today. Because I have to be. I decided that working out would be something that I needed to do in order to survive, and that it would be something that would really help me. But of course, there were other triggers, not on purpose, but they're everywhere. So I just got invited to a happy hour with my best friends, and they're all gonna have like a Zoom happy hour thing, and I ignored them because I want a drink. So last night I dreamt that I had tequila and I was like drinking, and I was fine with it. I was like, it's fine. I can have some tequila. And it's not uncommon for me to have dreams where I'm drinking, but I can tell that I'm like thinking about it. I sent a message to the girls about why I didn't join the Zoom party, and they were like super thoughtful and really nice. So they're just boundaries.
I get it. I'm not even a big drinker. Like, I'm a social drinker, but I'm not I don't pour a glass of wine at dinner. I don't really drink during the week. But like, yeah, quarantine had me wanting to drink every night, so I can only imagine.
But it was really nice to be able to just share those boundaries, and then you guys were like, just so down.
I mean, you're always so freaking considerate, and I love that about you. And I think you just wanted us to have a good time, and you didn't want to feel like you were imposing. But obviously, we'd much rather have the time with you than have a drink during a Zoom.
Well, thank you, my love.
My drink wasn't even that good. I would much rather have your company.
It wasn't even worth it. So it's now been a few weeks. It's been really rough. It's been really tough. I started off really happy. I was like, yes, I'm gonna have this. And it's just been crazy. I'm using all of my tools that I have. And I'm reaching out more, and I'm reaching out to people that I love. I'm reaching out to other people that are dealing with addictions. I can't do this alone.
I think that when you have the craving and when that desire comes up, be gentle with yourself. Don't jump on yourself.
But the most important thing, I think, is to also take things one day at a time, because that's all we have right now. All we have is the day that we're in. So if you can just call someone, reach out, and agree to not drink for the rest of the day, just the rest of the day, that's all you got to do. And then like every day, ask the universe or your higher power or whatever, ask for the strength to stay sober just for that day. Just all it takes is like one day.
I think what I keep reminding myself, I know that I wouldn't be able to stop. I know that I would end up not being able to control it or manage it. Mm-hmm. I just know where I would go because I've been there, right? I've tried controlling it, I've tried managing it, I've tried doing it in different ways, and it just never worked. So I think playing the tape through is the
play that tape.
Yeah, play the tape through.
I mean, playing the tape is what we do in our daily life, so playing the tape is what we should probably continue to do even in this quarantine.
And just say, why do you want the drink? Why do you want the drug? And just, write it down or say it out loud or do whatever you you want, but at least give yourself the moment, the opportunity to answer why. And I'm telling you, you're gonna find that it's fear, that it's humiliation, that it's shame, that it's whatever it is. It's totally relevant, you're feeling, but it, once again, and I don't mean this in a bad way, it's not unique. And the moment I understood that what I was feeling was not unique, that I wasn't the only person in the whole world, I think I had to swallow it a little bit, but it also set me free.
But even more helpful than that has been like keeping in contact with the people who helps me get and stay sober. I've been going to a lot of 12-step meetings, which have been really freaking helpful.
Online or?
Yeah, so a bunch of groups that were having meetings in physical spaces responded quickly and created Zoom links.
The Zoom meetings are basically like, it pulls up all the squares of everyone in the meeting and you have the option to turn your camera on like we're doing right now.
And so it's really nice to be able to sit down, get to still like have that sense of community, even though we're all like in different places.
If you're having like a difficult time with the anonymity, you can be like totally anonymous. You don't have to say a single thing. You can participate in the meeting if you want to, but it's like super low key, and it's even more anonymous than going to a meeting of Alcoholics Anonymous because you're face to face in those.
So I'm about to join my first ever AA Zoom meeting. I'm a little nervous because they all know each other in the room, I think, but I just want to be a spectator. I'm just gonna like listen and watch, which is what I'm hoping that I will be allowed to do, and it'll also be something that others will be inspired to check out as well. It is now an hour later. The meeting was really good. Of course, it's like super healing. They were very nice. I didn't realize that my name actually showed up when I entered. So I was like, oh, and they were like, hi, and hi, Curly. And I'm like, I think it's nice that these things are available to you. If you've ever been afraid of going to a meeting at all because you're scared of what they're like, these are great. Just put your thumb over the camera, mute yourself, change your name before. It's my only advice. It has now been a few weeks into quarantine. A lot of different shops are opening up. A lot of different places are opening up. We've seen a lot of terrible things in the media in the time that we've been quarantined. We've seen a lot of signs of hope and light as well in the protests and in the uprisings. And it has been a time where I feel like I no longer had time to really focus on myself. I had to like kick it into high gear and see how I could be of use and see how I could be an ally. And I almost didn't want to release this video because I didn't want to take away from what I think should be the utmost of importance across all platforms right now, which is the importance of Black Lives Matter. I still deal with an addiction every single day. It's never gonna go away. It's always gonna be there. And some days will be better than others, and some days will be shittier than others. My addiction, my alcohol, the urge for alcohol, I can't win now. We have a lot of work to do. And if you're watching this, you have a lot of work to do. Keep moving, keep going forward, take care of yourself, continue to do right, continue to reach out, continue to look towards other people for help and for guidance. You are loved, you are important, and you're not alone.